Hi guys, it's Little Kansas Kitty and I welcome you back to my journey. I had the RNY gastric bypass surgery on June 25th, 2018, so this makes my 13-week update. My stats, I am 5'6", I'm 38 years old. I started my journey at a high weight of 238 pounds and today I am 186. So I lost 3 pounds last week and I am down a total of 52 pounds. Yay! I reached my 50-pound goal. So my very first goal was to start running. Then I had the goal to get to Wonderland, made that. Then I had the goal to reach 50 pounds down, made that this week. And then my next goal was to, well, it still is to reach the next category on the BMI chart. So I am in the obese category. I am 1 pound away of being overweight. So that'll be my next goal, and overweight still doesn't sound so great. I really want to be normal. So I had my 3-month doctor follow-up just yesterday, and everything went really well. They said, they also were the ones that mentioned, you're so close to being in that next, in the overweight range. I'm still very curvy right now, but I feel so much better, so much sexier. It's all in your head, and when you're in control, it really doesn't matter what size you are. To me, when I'm in control, I just feel good. So I'm feeling really, really good right now. Happy fall, all. So today's the first day of fall, and Mitchell in Minnesota, I got some of that pumpkin spice you've been talking about, and I put it in some standard old-fashioned oatmeal today with some raisins and pumpkin spice and some milk, and it was so good for breakfast today. I've had a craving food this week, so it must be like a head hunger thing, especially more towards the beginning of the week. So last weekend I made some banana bread for my kids. I had some bananas that were pretty ripe, and I hadn't baked for a long time, and whipping up that banana bread, I was so proud of myself for not, licking the whisk or the spoons, but that bread baking in the oven smelled so amazing, and I wanted some so bad, and I didn't have any because, it has a lot of sugar in there. So I really honestly have not cheated once through this entire journey so far post-op. When I've had a sweet craving, I just have a little bit of like sugar-free pudding, and that usually satisfies it. I still don't know if I dump. I don't know if I'm going to be a dumper or not. My doctor asked me and I said, I don't know. And they said, well, that's, it's a good thing to dump. So, because it teaches you quickly, if you're having high amounts of sugar, that you can't do that anymore. So, I'll find out if I do. There is a term, I've seen it used a couple different ways. Clumping or plugging. So I did have an event the other day. This was the second time this has happened to me, and I ate too quickly. I didn't eat what I was planning to eat, and I had an episode of clumping, and it is not pretty. So I'm going to drop a quick video in here to show you what that's all about. So I'm not feeling very good at all. I had come down for my protein shake, for my 4 o'clock protein shake of the day, and I was cleaning up from a client meeting that we had, and they had this amazing salad today, fully loaded of vegetables and just all kinds of good stuff. Let me show you the leftovers of it. So there were all these grilled veggies on there, and there was some cauliflower, and it was like halfway grilled, halfway raw, and there was some mushrooms and some zucchini, and I had a few pieces. The temptation was big time. Those veggies look amazing, and right now it's getting better, but I have had I think what it was, the cauliflower has been stuck, and it was to the point where I was doubled over just a moment ago trying to breathe, and here it comes back. It comes in waves, and it does not feel good. Oh, it's like stuck there. It's bad. It gives me the foamies. So yeah, chew your food, don't eat raw veggies. Learn from me. This is the second time in 13 weeks this has happened. So as you can see, no, it's not pretty. No bueno, no good. I need to slow down. I am definitely able to take bigger bites these days, and I tend to eat still fast. It's so hard to train my brain to, just slow down. But I know on one of Finding Wendy's last videos, she talked about a mindful eating class that she went to, and the takeaway that I took from that was, she said, approach your food like a wine connoisseur. Like, sniff your food, smell your food, and just, really enjoy it and be mindful when you eat. So I liked that bit of advice. Even though I haven't cheated, it doesn't mean I don't think about it. I mean, it's to the point where I dream about it a lot. So the other night I had a very haunting dream where I had some big sugar cookies that were frosted with cream cheese frosting and sprinkles, and I ate a ton of them in my dream, and I didn't dump, and I woke up like in a sweat, like in a panic, like, oh, and then I was so relieved. I was like, it was just a dream. It was just a nightmare. Like, I thought I had done some major damage, and then also finding out in my dream that I wasn't a dumper, it like totally was a nightmare. It freaked me out. So anyway, even though I haven't dumped yet or I haven't cheated, I still think about all that sugary stuff. Anyway, so I'm staying strong though. I really am. I'm really proud because I haven't cheated. I just sticking to the plan. Eating faster and bigger bites, that is also where the reality of the restriction comes in. And my surgeon did say on Friday, she said, your new pouch basically was initially before surgery, it was like, it's like a size of a football. It was a liter. You could fit a liter into there, and that's basically 1,000 cc, and we have reduced it after surgery to 30 cc. So that's huge, huge difference, like a golf ball size. And so when I'm eating these, like even in that like clumping episode that I had at work, when I'm eating like that, it just fills me up so much faster. And Sleep Girl 2018, you always say things that are on my mind in your videos. Like, I'm always like, that's what I've been thinking about. And she was talking about how, she's eating more regular foods now, and she's getting full really fast, which is definitely what I'm experiencing. I'm getting full super fast. That restriction is kicking in. However, like 2 hours later, I'm hungry again. And I don't know if I have like physical hunger pains necessarily, but I just like have that emptiness feeling where I'm like, I want to eat. I want something else. So this week is definitely, my mind's been on food a lot more. I am coming up next week on my time of month, so it could be also my hormones, because I'm telling you, there are times, there are days, and there's weeks during the month where I'm not really that hungry. I'm not really thinking about food, but this has just happened to be one of those more food weeks. I am loving tea right now in the fall. This is a lemon ginger tea, and so I'm staying away from caffeine still, no coffee, but tea is like so nice for the fall. So lemon is one of my favorites right now, and I also like peppermint. And I asked my surgeon, I'm like, is that okay if I drink a lot of tea right now? It's just, kind of getting in the mood for the fall and getting cozy with a warm little mug. And my surgeon said, yeah, that's totally fine. And you should just watch, your sugar content. And I mean, I'm drinking just, very herbal, natural teas without any sugar in it. And then I'm adding some Truvia in there to sweeten it up a little bit. Hair loss, I did want to get on that. I think I'm in denial, because I'm like, I don't want to be the one to lose the hair. And I know we almost all do. And I've gone through before, through stressful times or through rapid weight loss in the past. I've lost, my hair's thinned out, and it's probably been happening in the last 2 or 3 weeks, maybe, not a whole lot. Just like when I take a shower and, I kind of run my hair through, I have like a couple little strands, not a lot, but compared to right after surgery, I had no strands when I was taking a shower and washing my hair. So there is a little bit of loss starting to happen. I don't want it to get too crazy, because my hair is really nice and full right now, and I know I'm taking in 90 grams at least of protein a day, and I'm also started that biotin like 2 months before surgery. So I'm just hopeful that that I don't lose too much hair. Vitamins, I now coming up at 3 months, it was time to replenish. I think I had about 3 months worth of vitamins that I'd purchased before surgery, and now I'm starting to find that I'm running a little low on some, and so I did go ahead and get online. And where did I go? Oh, so the Bariatric Advantage multivitamins are pure, like VSG Joe says, they taste like vomit flavor. I'm serious. They are so nasty. So for those of you coming up on surgery and you're looking for a good multivitamin, do not get the Bariatric Advantage multivitamin. It is so gross. It makes me shudder every time I chew it. And I was determined to go through my bottle though. So I did finish up. I'm almost done. It was time to, reorder. And I've had several of you had commented that you were taking the Celebrate vitamins. And so I did go online, and I think it was, I'm sorry, I'll link it below when I find it, but I think it's called like celebratevitamins.com or something like that. And I ordered them, and I've read reviews, and they're supposed to be super tasty. So if they're anywhere near my calcium 500 chewable, like Mitchell, Minnesota says they taste like Starburst. They do taste like Starburst practically. I love those. Those are my treats during the day. And so if they're anything like that, I know I'm going to love them. So anyway, I ordered a whole bunch of new vitamins. I did have my lab work returned, so that was exciting. And I'm doing great. And I've never missed a day of my vitamins. And so my surgeon said all my levels are in perfect range right now. The only one that I'm a little high on, actually I am super high on, was B12. And so I told her I was taking, an additional B12 on top of my multivitamin, and she said, check the numbers, but you don't need that. So I had, I think she said that I just need 500 of B12, and I had 1,000 of B12 in my multivitamin, and then I think I was taking another 1,000 on top of that. So that number was off the charts, but everything else looked great. So I did spend about $100 this week on vitamins. And I also wanted to prepare for cold season coming up, so the flu season. I asked my surgeon what I can take just so I can have some on hand in my medicine cabinet, and she said just take Tylenol, anything with Tylenol base, no ibuprofen and no NSAIDs in there. And I looked, and my favorite cold medicine that I like to take when I have a cold is Dayquil. And please comment below if you're post-op and you've had a cold before. Tell me what you're taking. From what I can tell, Dayquil, I looked at all of the ingredients and it looks like it's safe. It's got like the Tylenol in it. So I'm excited because that works really well for me. Rewards. So, you know, a lot of people like to reward themselves with treats, but don't reward yourself with food. We're not dogs. So reward yourself with, you know, when you hit your different goals and different milestones, reward yourself and take care of yourself and do that self-care. And so I have been rewarding myself not buying any clothes. I really don't want to buy any clothes until it's absolutely necessary for an item, or you know, when I get to a maintenance size. And so I'm just, you know, shopping in my own closet right now. But my rewards is I've been getting my nails done on a regular basis again, and I hadn't done that for a while. And then I'm also I did buy one pair of shoes. I'm going to try not to do, you know, too many new shoes, but that's, you know, that's a nice reward. And petties, I love getting petties done. So, you know, reward yourself for your hard efforts and your hard work. Running, I did 10 miles this morning. It was awesome. Today was the first day of fall, and it was so brisk and cool out. We've had temperatures in Kansas City in the upper 90s up until today. And this morning it was like 53 degrees out. One of my friends and I, we've been texting each other, and it was so fun. She met me to go running. She was supposed to meet me last week, and I said, yes, I'll do it. But then she slept in. She texted me like at 3 that morning, and she's like, I'm sorry, I'm just too tired. I was like, that's fine. So I ran by myself last weekend. But today we ran together, and she's in amazing shape, but she is like, out of all my running friends, she's a walker, and she can walk, like, she's super fast. And so she just has a calf that bothers her a lot that she needs stretched out. And so since I am still super slow, what we did is we started off, and about a half mile in, she's like, go girl, go, you know, go. And she's like, I'll catch up in a bit. So she started her walking, and when I was about a mile in, I turned around. We had a little turnaround point, and she was right there. And, you know, she was approaching me. I was like, dang, she's fast. And so then she and I ran a little bit together, and then, you know, once she got to her walk point again, then I would run, and then she'd walk, and then she'd catch up with me. And it was this awkward, funny like thing, because I was either ahead of her or else she'd come and catch me. And in the end, she was off. Like, the last 2 miles, she was gone. Like, she was probably like a half a mile ahead of me. She's fast, but it was so fun. It lifted our spirits to, you know, huff and puff side by side with each other. We talked just a little bit. Otherwise, we did have our earbuds in, and it was a blast. Oh, and with running, I've always been able to work out. I've always been able to get out there and just be self-motivated to do that. It's always been the eating that I could never control. So I want to just drop this little quote in here.
Strength. Anyone can work out for an hour, but to control what goes on your plate the other 23 hours, that is hard work.
Weight loss surgery will help you with your food and eating crutch. It gives you the power to change. So before I close this, I'm going to drop a quick video of my kittens. I've had some requests. I have 2 ragdoll fluffy cats named Romeo and Juliet. So here's for you, all you cat lovers. Happy Catterday!